Hi, everyone. It's Mandy. I'm here with another entry into the Reclaiming Wellness series. Today, we're going to talk about mental schemas. If that term is unfamiliar to you, don't fret. Mental schemas are the stories that we tell ourselves. These can be stories about the world around us, or they can be stories about how we perceive ourselves. These stories shape our realities, often more than we realize. I'm especially fortunate to have the opportunity in this lesson to have a live audience. Together, we will discuss how reality is influenced by the messages that we hear around us, identify the role that mental schemas play in our daily actions and inactions, and develop a deeper understanding of our own beliefs and thought processes. I prepared a worksheet as a free resource to supplement our time together and provide more opportunities for you to explore these topics in the future. Though mental schemas sound complex, they're actually quite simple. A mental schema refers to a person's way of thinking in regards to something. Though we rarely realize the depth of it, the limitations that we place on ourselves and others are heavily influenced on the messages that we receive while growing up. We see the world not as it is, but as we are, or rather, as we are conditioned to see it. We are marked by the injustices, discrimination, and prejudices of our societies. While most of us are familiar with the term implicit bias and implicit bias tests, such examinations offer a surface-level perspective of the stories that we are conditioned to absorb. By unpacking mental schemas, we are afforded the opportunity to gain an intimate understanding of how these messages influence our personal narratives, and in doing so, we have the ability to rewrite our future. Speaking through this topic is understandably somber. However, I think there is beauty in celebrating the joy and light it can bring as well. To help us do so, I've prepared some short clips from the Disney Pixar movie, Coco. Without providing spoilers, this movie has received critical acclaim for its animation, music, story, and respect for Mexican culture. Let's explore some mental schemas that he received while growing up.
No music! No music! Only family in Mexico who hates music.
And now on to the second clip.
Mira, they're setting up for tonight. The music competition for Dia de Muertos. You want to be like your hero? You should sign up.
My family would freak.
Look, if you're too scared, then, well, have fun making shoes. Come on, what did De La Cruz always say?
Seize your moment?
Show me what you got, muchacho. I'll be your first audience.
Miguel! Abuelita, what are you doing here?
As you might have guessed, Miguel received some messages about music growing up, particularly that music is bad. As you can see in the second clip, these messages manifest in both physical and emotional limitations for Miguel. In regards to physical limitations, he's afforded no opportunity to play music. In regards to emotional limitations, he expresses reluctance and even fear when he catches his abuelita catching him. Miguel offers a comical yet important inspection as to how dramatically mental schemas play out into our lives. Having coached college students and other adult learners in this topic for several years, I have been honored to have the chance to work alongside them as they realize the impact that schemas play into their own lives. Page 1 of the worksheet that I provided for you contains real stories that some of these individuals have given me permission to use to help others. Let's take a look at what they've shared together. If you can pull out that worksheet, I'm going to ask each of us to read over the narratives. Let's pick 2 of the personal statements written in each category. Then, after each statement, say the words, "I learned that," followed by the sample schema. I'll model this. People in my family expressed happy feelings, but no one openly expressed anger. No one ever yelled or verbalized in any way that they were mad or upset at somebody else. I learned that anger is a bad feeling. With a show of hands, would anyone else like to read one?
Ooh.
Kevin.
On the one hand, my parents said, just try your hardest, and that's okay. But if I came home with a B, they'd say, what went wrong? Why didn't you get an A? I learned that it is important to excel.
Thank you, Kevin. As each of you continue reading through these narratives on your own time, you'll likely find that at least one of them resonates with you. Thinking about these topics or uncovering for the first time within ourselves can cause us to feel intense emotions. To help ground ourselves, I want to invite you into a meditative practice with me for a bit. I invite you to close your eyes or gently gaze downwards. Focus for a moment on your breath. Notice how it goes in and out of your body. As you continue to anchor yourself to your breath, I will read some statements aloud. With each of these statements, notice if any thoughts or sensations arise in your body. If they do arise, accept them. Breathe them in, and then breathe them out. Let us begin. I am a valuable and worthwhile person. I need to be successful and make my family look good. I need to take care of myself, because if I don't, no one else will. I must never make a mistake. I should be perfect in all that I do. The world is a dangerous, hostile place. Most people are out to hurt others. It is important that everyone like me. Even if I fail, I'm still a worthwhile person. With these statements in your mind, let us take one final breath together with an inhale and then an exhale. And whenever you are ready, I invite you to open your eyes and return to the space. The statements that I just shared are some of the most commonly held mental schemas. If they resonated with you, you are not alone. We have spent our entire lives living in these stories that we have constructed, often without realizing them. To uncover them and rewrite them is an ongoing exercise, much more than something that can be covered in a simple video series. On your own time, I invite you to use and revisit page 2 of the attached worksheet. Reflect on your own upbringing. What messages did you receive growing up? Who or what were the main contributors of your mental schemas? How does the person on paper match the person you want to be in life? Asking these questions, again, might invite intense emotions. Anchor yourself in breath and ask them anyway. In order to understand the complexities of the world, we must first understand the complexities of ourselves. I hope that you dare to challenge the things that we are taught to believe about ourselves and the world around us. Only through critical reflection can we own our role in the systematic inequities that exist around us and the impact that they have in our own lived experiences. Thank you again for taking the time to journey with me. I look forward to journeying with you again on the next episode of the Reclaiming Wellness series. Bye.